Back in 2008, Tavo Hellmund came to me. He was sent to me by the governor's office because we have a pretty high familiarity with the 130 corridor. And he's
Right.
like, Pete, I need a site, and I can't really talk to you about the site, but it's going to be the F1 site. And we carved out a piece of land. It ended up not being the site where they went, but he had that track layout put on this piece of land, and that's what he had under his arm as he went through the legislative session in 2009 to get all the commitments lined up to do. So
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I would be interested to know what piece of land that was, because when we were speculating about where the track would be, we did our due diligence. We're looking through county records and saying, okay, it could be here, it could be here, it could do this, and so I'd be interested to see.
It was in a project called Wild Horse.
Okay.
And so it was basically the corner of 130 and 973.
973. We were totally looking on 973.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
That's the logical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time looking at all the parcels.
Well,
Yeah.
to me, one of the most exciting, interesting things about F1 and the potential development is we all know we're kind of headed for electric cars.
Yep.
Or alternative fuel cars, and Tavo was telling me that they have an electric F1 prototype.
I've heard this too. Yes.
And that it will go 200 miles an hour, and that it's almost as fast as the fuel engine cars. And so I can't wait for all the industries to move into Austin and come to the corridor. And in doing the research for my presentation, one of the really interesting things that I heard was from Mike Rollins, the president of the Austin Chamber of Commerce, and he said, Pete, Austin seems to be sort of a gathering point for a lot of these new educational media firms that are coming in, and they're looking at the blending of gaming industry and the educational industry and the new technology that's available. And my daughter goes to Westlake High School, and she's a junior this year, and all the juniors and all the seniors got iPads. And so she comes home and she shows me how she does her whole lesson.
Oh, wow.
And they had that big football game a couple weekends ago where Lake Travis played Westlake.
Westlake, yes.
And in the middle of Memorial Stadium, during the halftime presentation, they had the marching band out there, and they came on and they announced, and they said, okay, folks, we're going to give you a real treat. For the first time ever, you're going to see our I-band. And so about a dozen kids came off the band field, got their iPad 2s out, jacked into the system, synced up on GarageBand, and played a song on their iPads for 30,000 people.
Wow.
So a lot of the growth and the development that we're going to see in this corridor that's going to develop around F1 and up and down the 130 corridor, everybody says, well, it'll be sort of new rooftops, so there'll be a lot of new schools built, and that more than likely these new schools that are going to come will be early adopters of all this new technology. So
Sure.
I can't wait. I think the future's on it. And that iPad gig
That's
showed
technology
me
hard
where
at
future's
work.
headed. Yeah.
That's cool. You're right, because Formula One is such most
So
technologically
your
advanced
Grand
sports.
Prix new media, you're dot on with all the videos.
Good. All right. What else do you think about the other sectors? Real estate, retail. It's not just building a track and there's going to be a race.
Well, if you heard my presentation and you look at the statistics of it, it blows people's minds. They're like, we're going to need 500,000 water taps and 500,000 new homes in the next 20 years. And so where you put that, logically, we've grown out into the hills west of Austin, about as far as the water's going to let us grow out there.
Right.
So the corridor up and down 130 around F1, in between Austin and San Antonio, around San Marcos where we are, is going to experience a lot of growth. And I think that we have some great minds in the legislature and on the county commissioners' courts. I think that growth will be real high quality. It'll be sustainable.
Right.
And I think we're ushering in a new day.
It's
It's going to be exciting. Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.